Women Air Force service pilots answered the call when the nation asked them to. They flew military aircraft in the United States during World War II, and they were promised the honor of being able to have their remains interred at Arlington. And then the Secretary of the Army took it away. And now one of the WASP's families is fighting to get that back. The family of Elaine Harmon is not giving up. AOPA is putting our full support behind the effort to right this wrong. Our Washington team sent letters to the House and Senate leadership supporting bipartisan legislation to once again allow WASP to be interred at Arlington. AOPA Live's Paul Harrop sat down with a WASP for her perspective. He found out they fought for our country in the 40s and have been fighting for the honor and respect they earned ever since.
The culture of the time was that women were second-class citizens. Back in the 40s, women didn't do a lot of things. When I wanted to fly, first thing I heard was, girls don't fly. Girls don't do that. And then to really drive it home, it was, ladies don't do that. Well, I don't give a damn if the ladies do or not. I got a chance to fly and I'm going to take it.
Shutsy Reynolds has been fighting for 75 years. Fighting chauvinism, fighting stereotypes, and fighting for what she earned. It started with the civilian flight training program before World War II.
I was fresh out of high school. They announced in the paper they were going to have this course in aviation. I didn't know at the time I signed up for it that there was a flight scholarship involved.
Shutsy was in the top of the class and earned one of the 5 coveted flight training scholarships.
And then they took it away from me about a week later, and I argued that you can't take away something that don't belong to you in the first place. It's mine. I accepted it. I said I would join the service in the event of war.
And after earning her pilot certificate, she did and served in the WASPs.
I got to fly anything I could get my hands on. I was in a basic training base. But anything new come in, I would get out, talk to the pilot. I couldn't get checked out in it, but I would get a chance to fly it.
After the war, she faced her next battle.
When we were disbanded and I come home and I walked up the street, ran into some old school chums. Well, Florence, what did you do during the war? I said, well, I joined the military and flew military aircraft. You're fantasizing. You're dreaming, aren't you? No, I did. After that, I said, oh, I had a defense job and let it go at that. Nobody's going to believe you anyway. And I just hated being called a liar when I knew it was true.
The WASPs fought for military recognition, which they were finally given in 1977. In 2002, they fought for and were allowed to have their ashes interred at Arlington National Cemetery if they so chose. WASP Elaine Harmon wished for it to be her final resting place. All was on track until the then Secretary of the Army decided in late 2015 that the WASPs couldn't be at Arlington. Now Shutsy and others are facing what they hope is one last battle for the honor that they earned.
I don't go into battles with the idea of losing. We're going to win. You damn right. Elaine's going to get off that shelf and give them her ashes are going to be in Arlington. That's what she wanted. This is what they promised. This is the way it's going to go.
For Shutsy, it's about the principle of the matter. She wants to be buried in her hometown. But for these pioneers who paved the way for generations of women, it's just one more challenge to overcome. In Connellsville, Pennsylvania, Paul Harrop, AOPA Live.
Thanks so much, Paul. At last count, there were just over 100 WASPs still living. If you want to lend your voice to the effort to allow WASPs back into Arlington, you can. There is a change.org petition that demands it. To find a link so you can add your name, head to AOPA.org, search AOPA Supports WASPs.